let's look a little deeper into the difference between interval and ordinal level data. So as a recap, for interval level data, the differences between numbers has to have meaning. On the other hand, for ordinal level data, only the order has to have meaning. And we said before, if you have interval level data, that is automatically ordinal. I mean, if you can tell differences, that means in particular you can tell which one's bigger than the other one. So if you have differences, you also have order. On the other hand, it's quite possible to have order but not be able to tell differences. So let's just do a little quick example of that. If we put the colors of light, well, if you've ever looked at a rainbow, you know that red is first, and then there's orange, and then yellow, and then green. And remember my physics right quick. Then there's blue, and if we're Isaac Newton, we throw indigo in there. And finally, there's violet. Alright, these numbers, 1 through 7, they do tell us the orders of colors of light. If I tell you nothing but just give you this list, even if you've never seen a rainbow, you can know that the frequency of red is lower than the frequency of orange. The frequency of orange is lower than the frequency of blue. The frequency of indigo is lower than the frequency of violet. On the other hand, the differences between these numbers doesn't tell you anything about the differences in the frequencies. I mean, knowing that blue is fifth and yellow is third doesn't tell you anything about just how much higher hertz blue light is than yellow light. So this is only an ordered list. The differences don't actually have any meaning. Alright, well, what does that mean for us in terms of statistics? Statistically, the difference is that for interval level data, you can take the mean. For ordinal level of data, the mean makes no sense. Right? If I was to average these numbers 1 through 7, well, the average would be 4, but again, the numbers themselves have nothing to do with the actual frequencies of the light. So that wouldn't tell us anything about what the average frequency of visible light is. What can I do with ordinal level data? Well, with ordinal, I can still take the median. So I can tell you which one's in the middle. And sure enough, on this list, because Isaac Newton was happy enough to put indigo in there, the middle of the visible spectrum is green. So we can't take means, but we can still take medians. And as we're going to see later, there are a lot of situations where the median is actually preferable to the mean anyway. So at ordinal level of data, you can do a lot of statistics. However, in this class, median statistics are a little bit beyond our scope. We're going to pretty much stick to mean. So for this class, we'll mostly be working with interval level of data. But you can do stats perfectly well with ordinal level of data.